64 action in the men's 60-kilogram lightweight division between boxers from Malawi and Zimbabwe. And the orthodox boxer wearing red, who's just out of range with his attempted offense. It's Mphatso Makwinja. And the opponent wearing blue, just looking to find the range with that overhand right, but he kept the attack going to land with arcing hooks on the inside. Is Mandhlenkosi Marusenga, 25 years of age. And his Southern African nation returned to the African Continental Championships last year after a 30-year absence. They aimed to return in Yaoundé in Cameroon in 2023, but a lack of funds forced them to withdraw. But Kinshasa last year in the Democratic Republic of Congo saw them return to the continental stage, and what a wonderful re-edition it has been. Bombing away with that backhand, Marusenga. And here he is competing on the global stage. Both men exchanging backhands, and then a stiff left jab from Makwinja. Intent to switch hit while on the inside and within punching range is Marusenga. His switch hitting, and while moving, as he scores with a good left cross off the back foot, it's making it very difficult for Makwinja to establish any rhythm, because these punches are coming in bunches. And he possesses an off-key speed and a herky-jerky style, does Marusenga. Back in the orthodox stance now, switch southpaw while walking his way forwards. A counter left hand out of a crouch not too far away from Marusenga. Right jab out of the southpaw stance was a scoring shot. Looping left hook landed by Marusenga. Right hands again coming from around the belt line, perhaps making them difficult to detect. And look at that two-fisted attack, pushing his man back across the ring. Wonderful punch picking from Marusenga, keeping his man under pressure. Excellent conclusion to the round by Mandhlenkosi Marusenga. A little dynamo up there in the boxing ring. I happen to think he's done enough to take the round. Remember, we've got 5 scoring judges using the 10-point must system. And this man, Mphatso Makwinja, well, he was always keeping his composure and looking to remain competitive, but he was out-punched heavily and indeed outscored in the closing stages of that opening round, for my money.
Seconds out.
Oh, I'm just trying to take a look as to what's going on in the blue corner, because that is a really tardy exit by Marusenga's team.
Round 2.
That's got to be an interval of around 1 minute and 15 seconds. 60 seconds is the designated time. Get the call of seconds out, and that's exactly what the instruction from the timekeeper or the public address announcer indicates that the seconds are to begin exiting the boxing ring. So once that bell sounds after a 60-second interval, the fighters are ready to resume action. Again, look at the effective counter-punching with a two-shot salvo after employing the layback to make his man miss, Marusenga. And Makwinja, he's got his hands full here, because when he tries to punch, invariably counters are coming back, and right on cue, they're coming back in bunches as a left cross out of the southpaw stance gets in between his gloves, and then he's hit by a cluster of punches while he's trying to launch his own offense. Very good display, punctuated by that right hook after that combination from Marusenga. Competed at the Mandela Cup in Durban last year. Did Marusenga an IBA multi-nations competition down in South Africa, and working the lead left hand upstairs before dropping down to the body with hurtful rights. Here's Marusenga. He's just bringing his deeper level of experience to bear here. Now skipping in front of his man, trying to bamboozle him further. Doing a good job reducing the size of the target by turning sideways. There's a good shot to the body and a little combination upstairs from Makwinja. But he really is a little dynamo. Here's this boxer in blue. He seldom stopped moving. Takes a left hand there as he was trying to just tuck his chin behind his shoulder, but it was left exposed. But closing the gap, expanding it on quick feet, and that into the gap and landing a cracking right cross. Eye-catching, scoring, punch-picking being demonstrated by Marusenga. Just sitting down on some of these shots now. Makwinja looking to remain competitive and digging down to the body, but the man getting the better of this second round. And indeed, to the extent that they are exchanges and it's not one-way traffic, is Marusenga. Oh, that's a wonderful left hook come uppercut off the back foot once again, and now retreating to the corner, showing his comfort out of boxing, showing his comfort boxing out of a confined space, then turn the tables cleverly and look to go to work on his man. 2 rounds completed, and for my money, it's the man in blue who has taken both of them. Some of the action from the second round.
Seconds out.
So a clean sweep of the cards for the second consecutive round. 3 10-8 rounds were returned in the first in favor of Marusenga.
Round 3.
So as we move into the third and final round, the man wearing red from the landlocked Southeast African nation of Malawi, Mphatso Makwinja, has got a proverbial mountain to climb here. He one of 2 representatives from Malawi, but he's run into the 25-year-old Mandhlenkosi Marusenga of Zimbabwe, who has acquitted himself very effectively indeed and just slowly dialed up the pressure. There's a nice jab off the back foot from Makwinja, but he's going to need a knockout or several knockdowns, a massive final round, however you wish to describe it, to get himself back into contention in this one. There's a peach of a right cross, uncoiled by Marusenga. Left hand slung into the body, wasn't too far away from Makwinja. Makwinja looking to uncoil a right uppercut. That's when a right hand was thundering in from Marusenga. Marusenga changing direction in front of his man, picks him off with a beautiful right cross once again. Really eye-catching stuff from this dynamic 60-kilogram lightweight boxer. And he's simply not giving Makwinja a chance to set or establish any rhythm. Missed with a left hook and picked off by a left hook on the counter from Marusenga. Really has bossed this contest pretty much from the opening round. But give credit to Makwinja as he eats another right cross right on the jaw, but staying in there and continuing to compete is Makwinja. But the greater depth of experience from Marusenga being stamped all over this contest here with just under a minute remaining. But that is the thing about this beautiful sport of boxing. As long as Makwinja remains on his feet, he is a threat, he is dangerous. Because the manner in which Marusenga is closing the gap in such explosive fashion, if he can find a perfectly timed shot to catch the advancing man in blue, but he lands with a really eye-catching left cross once again. But that's the realm that Makwinja finds himself in here now, and he's sitting down on his punches, is Marusenga, to get real leverage on them. Looking to work the body to bring the hands down. Makwinja keeping a poker face, a phlegmatic expression, remaining committed to his task. But a delightful exhibition of sticking and moving and switch hitting produced by Mandhlenkosi Marusenga of Zimbabwe in that third round in particular. Remember, we had 3 scores of 2017 through 6 minutes of boxing, 2 scores of 2018, and one suspects that there'll be more 10-8 verdicts returned in the third, because Mandhlenkosi Marusenga wasn't interested in preserving energy. He just sought to continue to assert his dominance over his opponent from Malawi, and one suspects that he'll be going through to the next preliminary round courtesy of a unanimous point decision. There, the number 2 seed Shumkov awaits at the bottom of the 60-kilogram draw, he receiving a bye in the round of 64.
The winner of this bout, on points by unanimous decision, is the boxer in the blue corner, Mandhlenkosi Marusenga, Zimbabwe.
So Mandhlenkosi Marusenga of Zimbabwe, a dominant points decision victor over his opponent from Malawi, Mphatso Makwinja. Showed his switch hitting prowess, showed a wide-ranging punch repertoire, and simply did not give Makwinja any opportunity to establish his rhythm. There's an example of the man from Zimbabwe's punch picking, coming from a wide variety of angles, working both head and body, and demonstrating that he possesses every punch in the book. He goes through to the second preliminary round, the round of 32, where he'll face off against the tournament number 2 seed, the estimable Vsevolod Shumkov of Russia.
Bout number 20, or ring B, the weight category 67 kilograms. Referee Mphatso, Croatia. Into the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Greece, Nikolaou Dimitrios.